Every single review just gives you a bunch of different features and you are still absolutely confused which is the best choice for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you just the very specific features that you actually need to pay attention to understand which is the best choice for you based on your specific case. And on top of that, I have some discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate links, so check out all of the links in the description.
When it comes to Brevo automations, they have most of the basic stuff that you will need, and one thing I do like is that they also have some pre-built automations. Nothing crazy, just some of these basic things, but pretty much you will find everything you need, like the multi-trigger workflows, emails open, page visited, if-else branching. It combines basically marketing, transactional emails, so it's nothing crazy advanced, but it has all of the basic stuff you will need. It's an 8 out of 10.
By the way, I have created a document of 50 best growth hacks used by the biggest marketers out there. Check the link below.
When it comes to ease of use and interface, it's pretty clean, well organized, clear navigation between email, SMS, and CRM features if this is what you're going to be using, and I'll discuss this later as well. I would say it's slightly more technical than MailerLite or even ConvertKit, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10, but it's still beginner friendly.
By the way, I created a blueprint for the best business model out there, so check the description.
For landing pages, they have drag and drop builder. They have all the custom sections, countdowns, product embeds. There's A/B testing included in higher tier plans. I will say it's an okay drag and drop designer. I'm not crazy about it, and the templates are sort of okay as well, so it's somewhere between 7 and 8 out of 10. When it comes to forms, they have all the embeds, pop-ups, triggering automations. It's easy to set up. Design-wise, customization is not super advanced, especially that if we compare it to dedicated form tools, but it's still pretty decent for email marketing software. It's an 8 out of 10. For newsletter designer, it's pretty smooth drag and drop builder. Nothing too crazy. I would say I like some of the other drag and drop builders a little bit more. It does support some personalization, conditional visibility, dynamic content. There's A/B testing for subject lines and the message content, but it's really somewhere between 7 and 8 out of 10. When it comes to e-commerce, you have integrations with Shopify, WooCommerce, all of these. There's a good amount of different integrations. They have features like abandoned cart recovery, product recommendations, purchase-based segmentation. It supports transactional emails, SMS, and WhatsApp notifications, but I'll tell you more about this when it comes to pricing. In general, it's not too bad for a software that's not specifically made for e-commerce, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. When it comes to AI features, they have AI assistant for subject lines and copy generation. Predictive send time optimization is in beta now, so it's not as advanced as some of the other tools that have been doing this for a long time, and there's no AI driven automation creation yet, so it's just a 7 out of 10. Some unique features. So first of all, they have this sort of email, SMS, WhatsApp, and a chat all combined together. However, I'll show you in pricing what that means as well, because unless you go with crazy expensive pricing, it might mean that you're actually not able to use these features. So most likely you're actually only going to be able to use the email and SMS, which is something that most of the softwares provide one way or another. Another unique feature is that they do have built-in CRM and deal pipelines. So this is something that's unique, and you don't find it on as many email marketing softwares. But again, when it comes to pricing, I'll show you need to pay extra for this. And they do have some advanced contact scoring, reports, things like that. Again, that's kind of part of the CRM.
Brevo pricing is honestly kind of strange and pretty annoying. So
First of all, they actually have this free plan, and it's even 300 emails per day. However, this really has basically no features. So honestly, as a free plan, I would not advise to go with Brevo. There are way better free plans with other softwares. Now, you are going to go either with the starter plan or the standard plan. And there's the professional. I'll explain the difference and what you really need to understand. First of all, the starter plan, this is why I don't understand some of this stuff, is because you get very basic features. So for example, if you will want email marketing automation, which you obviously will want, if you will want A/B testing, all of these super important things, advanced email reporting and all of that, none of that is included in the starter plan. You will need to go with the standard plan. So that's something you need to understand. Another really thing that I don't really like is that they don't charge per subscribers, but they charge per emails sent. So it kind of depends, obviously, like how many emails you send. Maybe this is going to make sense for you. But so let's say if you have 10,000 subscribers, 10 emails per subscriber, 100,000 emails, and this is on the low end. You can definitely be sending way more than that. So for this, the price is $70 a month, which is not bad. However, keep in mind, again, you might hit this threshold. So this might be, when you reach whatever, let's say 7,000 subscribers. And another thing here is you have branding. So if you want to get rid of that, you'll need to pay additional $12 a month. And then if you want the sales features, so sales automations, pipelines, all of this, the chat bots, all of these things that are more unique, this is additional feature. So in here, as you can see, you will need to be paying $31 extra per month. So that's 112. One thing to note here as well is if I'm going above it, I need to switch to the standard plan. And as I said, the standard plan is this one that really has all the features that you will need. The starter plan, I don't think it's really possible to work with that. So in here, let's say if I choose 100,000 emails, that's going now to be $130 a month. So the price increases quite a bit. And as I said, it might be somewhere between 100,000, 150,000. So this is $170, depending how many emails you're going to send for the amount of the subscribers that you have. Again, if you want all of the sales stuff, you'll need to add that as additional. Then it becomes $200 a month. And if you will want to go with the professional plan, where this is where you really get a lot of stuff. So as you can look, additional marketing channels like the WhatsApp, pop-ups, mobile push notifications, contact scoring, advanced e-commerce features, AI segmentation. Actually, these are really important features, and some of these features you get on other software normal plans. But here you need to go with professional, which is $500 per month, which is absolutely crazy. So in here, it starts from 150,000 emails, and that gives you that costs $500 per month. And then there are some upsells here as well. And they do have, by the way, their SMS marketing. Let me see. So they have prepaid emails, but this is pretty expensive, honestly. And you have the text messages depending on where you're sending. So here it's like 10,000 is $109. Also WhatsApp. But again, you need to realize that you will need a specific plan to be even able to use this. So who is Brevo best for? It can work really for any business as a general email marketing software, but really I would only suggest it if you really need some deal pipelines and you want the chat. But also I did show you that you need to pay extra or go on this crazy expensive plan. So there might be also better options for you of actual CRM tool or all-inclusive tool. But this is the only reason I would say that maybe I would consider going with this software. So that's just one thing to consider. When it comes to automations with Sender, you have pretty much all of the main things you will need, all of the different triggers. all of the win-back campaigns, all of these automations, analytics, A/B testing. You also have a bunch of pre-made templates, which are really nice if you don't want to think about it and you just want to insert certain things. So really, you can have maybe a couple additional things that are really like extra, but in general, you have pretty much everything you will need. So it's a 9 out of 10 for automations. When it comes to ease of use and the interface, honestly, it's one of the cleanest, one of the easiest interfaces. It's very beginner friendly, very clear to navigate between campaigns, automation, subscribers, all of that. It's really a 10 out of 10, super simple. When it comes to landing pages, it has a simple drag and drop editor, nothing too crazy per se, but there's a bunch of pre-built templates to choose from. You can customize all the layouts, you can customize most of the elements that you want to add, the styling, the sections. One thing to note here is that there is no built-in A/B testing for the landing pages. This doesn't usually exist for email marketing softwares. It's really more just like a very advanced feature, but there is 1 or 2 email marketing softwares that have that. That's why I give it a 9 out of 10. When it comes to forms, you have all of the main stuff. You have the embeds, you can create different pop-ups, even gamified stuff, inline forms. It's very easy to customize, and you can customize quite a bit, add all of the different basic fields, and there is no A/B testing here. So if you want to A/B test it out, you're not going to have that option. But again, most of email marketing softwares don't have that option, but in general, it's really good. It's a 9 out of 10. When it comes to newsletter designers, so designing your emails, you have a drag and drop editor that is pretty simple, but it has all of the main stuff you will need, and you have a bunch of different templates to choose from as well. It supports dynamic content. You can add personalized tags like people's names, dates, locations, and you can also A/B test different subject lines. So it has pretty much everything that you will need, but it's not as crazy, maybe customizable as some of the email builders. That's why I'll give it an 8 out of 10. When it comes to e-commerce or just selling, basically it has integrations with all of the different main shopping tools like Shopify, WooCommerce, and you can have basically different product recommendations, abandoned carts. So all of these sort of the core features that you will need for e-commerce. It is a little bit limited in terms of analytics and purchase-based segmentation, but that's because it's not primarily meant for e-commerce. So you have some email marketing softwares that are for e-commerce that have maybe a little bit more in terms of analytics and segmentation, but it's pretty good in general. It's an 8 out of 10. When it comes to AI features, for now it has just basic AI subject line. When it comes to AI features, for now it just has basic AI subject line generator and copy suggestions when you write emails. It does not yet have any predictive or automation building AI capabilities. However, most likely it's going to be developed in the future. So for now, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Couple of unique features is SMS automation. So aside from email, you also have SMS. So you can actually do omni-channel marketing. And it has a bunch of, as I showed before, pre-made automation workflows that you can use. This includes SMS as well, so you can use both together, SMS and email marketing. And it also has heat maps when it comes to emails. You can see what people are engaging with the most. Cheapest pricing out there from all the email marketing softwares. So first of all, they have this free forever plan, and this gives you up to 2,500 subscribers, which is really a lot of subscribers. There is a limit of 15,000 emails per month, and you get most of the basic features that you will need. There are some limitations, like you don't get A/B testing, and you don't get like unlimited email templates, pop-up templates, and landing pages, but you do get most of the stuff that you will need. Now, if you want to go with the paid plan, Here I chose 10,000 subscribers, and the standard plan, as you can see, is $57 a month, which is honestly crazy cheap. And the professional plan is $120 a month. So the difference here really is they put quite a few different things, but really in reality it's just that you get SMS credits in here. So here you have SMS as well, however you need to buy it separately, whereas this already comes with SMS. And as you can see here, if you're paying 120, you get that same amount in SMS credits, which sounds really great. And then all of these like advanced automations, this is just to do with SMS messages basically. So you will have all of the features that you need on the standard plan as well. The other thing to take into consideration is that if you have 10,000 subscribers, here as you can see, you have a limit of 120,000 emails per month, meaning this is 12 emails per user per month, which is might be enough for you, might not be enough for you, so that's something to take into consideration. Also, if you have below 10,000, if you have somewhere between 5 and 10, let's say 7,000, then that becomes more per subscriber than 12 emails. But if you go with professional plan, then in here you get 240,000 emails, double the amount. So basically at least 24 emails per user per month, if not more. So it's really a honestly great pricing, both even the professional, because you get all of the SMS, and if you do annual billing, this is I think the biggest discount on any email marketing software. You get 30% discount. So 10,000 subscribers is only $84 with professional plan, and only $40 with standard plan, which is honestly absolutely insane. Another thing to keep in mind as well is that if you want to buy SMS separately, or you want to buy additional SMS, whatever it is, here you can basically just put in whatever amount, and it's going to show you, okay, how much you're going to pay. You choose the country and all of that, it all depends. And another thing as well, what they have is they have pay as you go plan. So in here, as you can see, you have all of these different features, email automations, all of that. You might not have a couple of things, basically what you have on the professional plan. But if you just want the sort of, I would say the basic, or well, almost like basically like this standard plan, then you can just choose this and you can just pay per emails sent. So for example, 10,000 emails is $57, so you can choose which one you want to do. So honestly, I would say that this is my probably favorite software, email marketing software right now. It's best value for money, and it's the cheapest software in general. So honestly, I think this is the best value for money when it comes to email marketing softwares. And it also is the cheapest software out there. And I wouldn't say to go with the cheapest software out there just because it's cheap, because investing money makes sense, but actually all of the features that you get for the price are absolutely amazing. It literally has 95% of the things you might need. There are maybe just a couple of small things that you might be lacking, but for the price, it's an absolute no-brainer. By the way, I have also made an ultimate video comparing all of the different softwares, so go check that out, link in description. And don't forget, I have special discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate link. So if you enjoyed this, check out all of those links.